In this video, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 best lock-in cards right now in NBA 2K23 My Team. If you guys don't know what a lock-in card is, basically it's going to be a card that you either have to lock in players for or just like collection pieces as well. It's most likely players. For example, Gallup Jerry West, he was one of the season 5, I think it was called new edition lock-ins, yeah, for the flash set. So you had to lock in 5 different diamond cards, or it might have been 6. It was 5 or 6 diamond cards you had to lock in for Jerry West, so he's going to be considered a lock-in card. Another example, Manute Bol, right? The card that just came out on, I think it was 2 Fridays ago, the Dark Matter Manute Bolt. He had the 15 cards that you locked in, the 15 hero cards that you did lock in for Manute Bol. Once again, considered another lock-in card. So coming in at the number 10 spot is going to be the Gallup Jerry West. And let me know in the comment section down below how many lock-in cards you guys currently have in your squad and which do you think are the best lock-in cards right now in the game. But like I said, at number 10 is the Gallup Jerry West. He's still a really good offensive point guard. He's just only 6'2" with a 6'9" wingspan. Yes, he's going to be great on the offensive end, like I said, with an amazing jump shot. At least in my opinion, I think it was a great jump shot, and also does have like elite level dribble sigs. He's got the Garland size up, the tray escape, aim behind the back, quick drops off one. Like when he dropped in March, like he was actually not a bad point guard, you know, for his time. Obviously was never a top tier point guard at that position, but still was a very fun point guard to use and is still somewhat usable till this day. At the number 9 spot is going to be the Gallup Jones, also another lock-in card from the season 5 new edition set. He was for the pink diamonds. Actually, no, he was for the pink diamonds. You had to lock in that like RJ Barrett, Jonas Valanciunas, I think OJ Mayo was in there. You know, those type of cards you had to lock in for this Gallup Jones. He's going to be a 6'6" shooting guard with a 6'9" wingspan, and he's just all around solid, like nothing too crazy about the card. He plays good defense, especially on the perimeter, with a 98 steal, 97 lateral quickness, 96 perimeter, 90 interior defense. He's got Hall of Fame anchor, clamps, glove, interceptor. He's got Hall of Fame clamp breaker, handles for days, hyperdrive, killer combos, quick first step. Offensively, I mean, a solid jump shot, could be a little bit better, but not a bad release for Eddie Jones. And then he also does have the Lowry size up and the tray escape, so he's got some great dribble sigs, also with the dame behind the back, quick drops off one, and front clutches as well. And then he does have a 91 on-ball steal tendency. All around though, Eddie Jones, an amazing, still till this day, you know, lock-in shooting guard. At the number 8 spot, now, this is where I wasn't 100% sure if I wanted to include these cards, but it's going to be the Gallup Kevin Garnett, because technically you have to lock in cards to get him, right? I know he's through agendas, and I know he's going to be a free card, so if you guys don't want to include him, I'll just let you guys know. I'll let you guys know some names right now. So Joe Smith, he would be here in this list instead, but he was like all the way back from what, season 4? So I thought it was kind of pointless to really put these cards because he's not really that usable at the small forward position. No one's actually going to be using a Joe Smith card, but if you wanted to include him and not include the Kevin Garnett and also the Glenn Rice, because he was going to be on here as well, then I'd probably just go to like the Shane Battier and the Joe Smith. Not the Gallup Shane Battier from the promo set, but this pink diamond one here that isn't a great card at all. I would never recommend using him. But yeah, if you guys want to just go off player lock-ins, which is fair, I think it'd probably look something like this: Shane Battier at 10, Joe Smith at 9, Jerry West at 8, and then Eddie Jones at number 7. That's going to be the top 10 player lock-ins. I thought it'd be kind of cool just to include Glenn Rice and Kevin Garnett because they're actually still very usable and elite cards at their position still to this day, and technically they are lock-in cards. Like for example, to lock in for Glenn Rice, you had to earn those 15, I think it was called Bracket Buster event cards, spotlight cards, whatever they called it. You had to, you know, earn those 15 by logging in every day, and then you lock those in for the Gallup Glenn Rice. So technically is a lock-in card. So if you guys want to include them, then I got KG at number 8 and Glenn Rice at number 7. At the number 6 spot is going to be the pink diamond Tim Thomas. Definitely the lock-in card so far that's had the best longevity. I mean, came out all the way on November the 4th, and I can't remember the exact date. He was still like very usable and one of the best cards in the game, but I would say what, February, maybe early March. I would say around February to March, he was still one of the best small forwards in the game. Unless I'm mistaken, I think he still was a top tier small forward in about maybe mid-February, because I'm trying to think of when that LeBron James came out, that Dark Matter. That's when stuff started to change a little bit. So yeah, I think Tim Thomas still a very usable card, even though he's got that Dark Matter. this pink diamond's still very usable. Is he going to be a top tier small forward? I don't personally think so. Like, I don't think he's a top 10 small forward, but is he still usable? I mean, of course, he's 6'10" at the 3, 7'2" wingspan, so the size isn't going to be an issue. He's still got a great jump shot. He's still got amazing dribble sigs. It's just his defensive stats and badges aren't the best in the world. But on paper, you can still use this card and be very elite at the small forward position with, if you know how to use his dribble sigs and his jump shot to his advantage. But coming in at the number 5 spot, I would say this next 5 cards really takes a huge jump compared to the past, the previous 5 cards that we did talk about. At number 5, though, I think the 5th best lock-in card right now is the Dark Matter Kareem, 7'2", and can play the center and power forward position, 7'5" wingspan, an amazing player model, still one of the better defenders in the game, 98 block, 94 steal, 92 lateral quickness, 93 perimeter, 96 interior defense. He's got almost every single Hall of Fame defensive badge, and just athletically, he's super athletic, 92 speed, 91 acceleration, 95 vertical, 97 strength. He's great at finishing around the basket. He's got a total of 30 Hall of Fame badges, but the one big flaw, at least in my opinion, for this Kareem card is the fact that his jump shot, at least in my opinion, just isn't a great release. I do find it very hard to time with, so great all-around card, just wish he had a better jump shot. Coming in at the number 4 spot is going to be one of the other new edition lock-ins, and that's going to be the Dark Matter Dikembe Mutombo. Still till this day, one of the best center cards in my team, and came out already, a month and a half ago, and he's still debatably a top 5 center in the game. I would say he's probably a top 5, top 7 center, which is actually extremely good value if you guys did lock in, the first day he came out, because to still have a runnable center, a guy that can compete against the top centers in my team because of his defense, having a 98 block, 98 interior defense, 90 perimeter, 88 steal, and he's 7'2" with a 7'6" wingspan and a great player model in game. So Dikembe's got a good jump shot. He plays good defense. He can rebound the ball. He can push it in transition. All around, still, like I said, one of the better center cards in the game. At the number 3 spot, though, is going to be the Dark Matter Terry Dischinger. These next 3 cards are just so elite and still top tier cards at their position. Once again, Terry Dischinger came out on March 28th in those new edition lock-ins. He was the lock-in set for the Dark Matters, like the James Worthy, the Wade, the Chris Bosh, all those type of cards. And you did get Terry Dischinger, who still, can make an argument as a top 2 to 3 shooting guard in the game. I would probably have him at number 3. I think is where I'd rank Terry Dischinger, 6'7" at the 2 with a 6'11" wingspan. Still one of the better offensive and 3-hunter cards in the game. KPJ base, Carmelo Anthony upper. On very quick timing is one of the faster jump shots in my team. He's got the Steve Francis size up. He's got the Curry escape, so great dribble sigs for Terry Dischinger. All around, just an absolute beast at the shooting guard position. But at number 2 is going to be the Dark Matter Hero lock-in Chet. I think you guys could probably assume that Chet and Manute Bol were going to be the 2 best lock-in cards in the game, because they legit just came out. I mean, Chet was I think a week ago. Manute Bol was 2 weeks ago, so they are the newest lock-ins. So like if I did this video when Terry Dischinger and Dikembe Mutombo dropped, they would be the 2 best lock-in cards. But now we got the Dark Matter Hero Chet, who's one of the best cards in the game, and I think maybe the best small forward as well. And then you got Manute Bol, the best card in my team, one of the more glitchy cards in my team right now. 7'7", can play power forward and center, 8'5" wingspan, and one of the better player models in the game. I mean, it's just Manute Bol. He's going to be so overpowered with actually a pretty decent jump shot. So yeah, guys, that's going to be my top 10 best lock-in cards right now in my team. But let me know in the comment section down below, like I said, how many lock-in cards do you guys currently have on your squad? And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.